In today's video, I'll talk about the top 5 diabetic foods that are low insulin and low GI. As we know, type 2 diabetics have elevated blood glucose and insulin. Their diet should focus on lowering it. These are some of the best foods for controlling type 2 diabetes. The first food on the list, eggs. Eggs are low GI or glycemic index. Eggs have a GI score of 0. Eggs are high in nutrients and they can help you to stay full and satisfied for a long time. The insulin index score is 21 out of 160, which is also very low. So again, high in nutrients, it keeps you full, it doesn't spike your blood glucose or insulin. It's one of the top foods for type 2 diabetics. The second best diabetic food is avocados. Avocados are low GI. The GI score is 15, which is also very low. Compare that with a high GI food such as bread, which is around 70. The insulin index score of avocados is 6% out of 160%, making it one of the top foods for controlling type 2 diabetes. Next on the list of the top 5 diabetic foods is meat. Any type of unprocessed meat, beef, pork, and lamb, will have a GI or glycemic index of 0. Why is this so low? Meat and poultry are not carbohydrate sources, meaning they are not broken down into sugar in our bodies, unlike high carbohydrate foods such as bread, pasta, rice, and potatoes. High protein foods such as meat do not have an effect on blood sugar. What about the insulin index score? That shows how much each food will trigger insulin from 0 to 160%. Again, we see that any type of meat will have a low insulin response, anywhere between 9% to 51%. In the order of the best to worst meat for lowering insulin would be pork, duck, turkey, chicken, and beef. And it is not shown here, but the percentage of fat in meat would also influence the insulin response. The higher the fat content, the lower would be your insulin response. Choosing 15% fat beef would be much better than some lean 5% beef. That's because fat has the least impact on your blood glucose and insulin. Next on the list of the best diabetic foods is salad. Any type of greens, spinach, rocket, romaine lettuce, kale, and lamb lettuce. All of these are non-starchy, non-sugary, high-fiber plant foods. It's important to eat some raw plant foods daily. Eating animal foods and healthy plant foods such as salad provides you with all the vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, beneficial fiber, and enzymes needed for great health. It will help to keep your blood glucose and insulin low, reverse insulin resistance, and support type 2 diabetes remission. The GI or glycemic index of salad would be around 15, which is very low. And I couldn't find the exact insulin index score for salad, but some sources cited 15%, which is also very low. And the last food in my top 5 diabetic food list is broccoli. Broccoli is a cruciferous vegetable that is low in sugar and starch. Broccoli is packed with nutrients and it is high in fiber. You can get full very quickly while eating broccoli. And you can steam, boil, or pressure cook your broccoli and have it with butter. That's a great side for your healthy diabetic meals that can be used instead of pasta, rice, bread, or potatoes. All the foods that you should avoid for controlling your blood glucose and insulin, reversing insulin resistance, and reversing type 2 diabetes. Broccoli has a GI score of 10, an insulin index score of 35, which is also quite low. So if you're a type 2 diabetic and you want to eat foods that will lower your blood glucose and insulin naturally, reduce insulin resistance, and put your type 2 diabetes into remission, your best foods would be anything low in sugary or starchy carbohydrates, or foods that are higher in protein and fat, especially fat. So just a quick recap of the best diabetic foods: eggs, avocados, meat, fish, cheese, salad, broccoli, any other non-starchy vegetables such as cauliflower, cabbage, peppers, celery, tomatoes, green beans, cucumbers, healthy fat such as grass-fed butter or ghee, extra virgin coconut oil, and extra virgin olive oil. If you eat these healthy foods, you will get your blood glucose under control. Now, if you have more diabetes-related questions, check out some of my other videos for type 2 diabetics. And if you would like to follow a meal plan that is created by a nutritionist specifically for type 2 diabetics, that shows you the exact meals you should be eating for reversing type 2 diabetes, check out the link in the top right corner. And if you found this video useful, like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.